All right, the next parts that we have here are the vestibule. These contain the external openings of the urethra and the vagina, some glands that provide some lubrication. Then we have something called the clitoris. This contains erectile tissue and corresponds to the male penis. It has some similar aspects. It has a prepuce. It has some sensitive erectile tissue, and it becomes swollen with blood during sexual excitement. You have the perineum. This is the diamond-shaped region between the anterior ends of the labial folds, the anus posteriorly, and the ischial tuberosities laterally. Now we get to go on to oogenesis and the ovary cycle. The total supply of eggs are present at birth. Remember I told you that they produce all their eggs inside the womb as they're growing, and then they're able to release those eggs at puberty time. Reproductive ability ends when menopause occurs, and at that point there are no eggs being released. Okay. Now this is oogenesis and the ovary cycle. Here we go again. We have an oogonia. That's the female stem cells found in the developing fetus. And the oogonia undergo mitosis to produce these primary oocytes. Now, primary oocytes are surrounded by cells that form the primary follicles inside the ovary, and these oogonia, by the time birth occurs, they no longer exist. So there can't be any more production of any more actual egg cells. So whatever cells that have been formed, boom, that is it. Right? The primary oocytes are inactive until puberty. We have to have that hormone again. Follicle-stimulating hormone causes the primary follicles to start maturing every month at puberty, and then that continues monthly, on a monthly basis, until menopause. Meiosis starts inside the maturing follicle, and it produces a secondary oocyte and a first polar body. Remember that when meiosis occurs, we're going to, in males, you're going to create 4 sperm. In females, you're only going to produce 1 viable egg. The follicle development, the stage of the vesicular follicle, takes about 14 days. And then ovulation of a secondary oocyte occurs with the release of luteinizing hormone. Here's where you've got an oocyte that's being released from the ovary. Now, meiosis is complete after ovulation only if sperm penetrates. Okay, so the ovum is produced, and the ovum is formed. It's got 23 chromosomes. It combines with the sperm to form a zygote. If it is not penetrated by the sperm, it dies and does not complete meiosis to form an ovum. So it goes from to a zygote, and then if it doesn't happen, then it's going to be sloughed off with the menses that occurs. Again, there are some differences in males and females. In meiosis, males produces 4 functional sperm, and females it only produces 1 functional sperm. The sperm are very tiny, whereas the egg is the largest cell of the human body. And here are the stages of oogenesis, what happens as the eggs are formed, as childhood begins, as puberty then occurs, and then from puberty to menopause, we have this continued action until no eggs are then released.